night at exactly 3:00 a.m., Emma heard whispers rising from her kitchen sink. Not the creaking of old pipes, not the hum of appliances. Whispers. And last night, for the first time, the voice whispered her name. Emma, can you hear us? She lives alone. Emma, a 28-year-old freelance illustrator, had just moved into an old apartment complex downtown. The rent was suspiciously cheap for such a big unit, but she figured it was because the building was from the 1940s. By the third night, she noticed it. Every morning, her sink was wet, though she hadn't used it. The drain gurgled like it was breathing. Sometimes, she heard faint clicking sounds, like nails tapping metal. One day, she asked her upstairs neighbor, Mr. Halverson, about the noises. He just stared at her for a long moment and said, "If you hear voices, don't talk back." The next day, he vanished. His door was left wide open. No furniture, no trace, like he had never lived there. On the 7th night, the whispers returned, louder. "Emma, we see you. We're hungry." Terrified but curious, Emma leaned over the sink and whispered, "Who are you?" Silence. Then, splash. A wet skeletal hand reached up just for a moment, grabbing at the edge before vanishing down the drain. She screamed and backed away, but the sink went still. The next day, she called maintenance. They shrugged and said, "That unit's always been weird. Some say it's cursed. We just fix what we can." That night, the whispers didn't wait until 3:00 a.m. They started at 2:15, then 1:30, then midnight. And now, they weren't just whispering, they were laughing. Emma started researching. She found an old article from 1987. 3 children drowned in apartment 3C. Kitchen sink overflowed. No water source found. Pipes led nowhere. That was her unit. The photo showed the same metal sink with a cracked porcelain basin. Desperate, she set up a camera pointed at the sink. That night, she didn't sleep. At 3:00 a.m., the footage caught something horrifying. The drain widened unnaturally. A childlike shape climbed halfway out, its eyes hollow, skin waterlogged and split. It looked around and whispered, "She's listening now." Then it slowly turned and smiled at the camera. Emma tried to move out the next day, but when she opened her front door, there was only darkness. The hallway was gone. Her apartment had become something else. The sink gurgled louder now, like it was feeding. At 3:00 a.m., she heard them again. "You let us out, Emma. Now, let us in." That was the last anyone saw of her. When police came weeks later, apartment 3C was found empty, dusty, like no one had lived there for decades. Except the sink. It was wet, still dripping, and if you listen closely, it still whispers.